Mode of the day. Ganun. Upo-upo lang.
The government launched the Revitalizing Historic Buildings Through Partnership scheme, aiming to preserve built heritage by innovative solutions and give them a new lease of life for the enjoyment of the public. To ensure sustainable conservation, these buildings are operated in commercially viable ways by social enterprises. In future, more buildings will be included in the scheme to make better use of historic buildings. Education and publicity are vital to the success of heritage conservation. The Commissioner for Heritage's office and the Hong Kong Heritage Discovery Center, run by the Antiquities and Monuments Office, organize educational activities like exhibitions, lectures, workshops, family activities, guided tours, and seminars to present and explain heritage conservation efforts in Hong Kong and to broaden public understanding of local cultural heritage. In the private sector since May 2009, when government departments receive user application of any modification, addition, or change involving historic buildings or archaeological sites, they will alert the Commissioner for Heritage's office and the Antiquities and Monuments Office, so that the owner and other related parties can be contacted to develop protection measures. The government also provides economic incentives to address the threats of demolition of privately owned historic buildings for redevelopment. To avoid privately owned graded historic buildings falling into disrepair, they are also eligible for financial assistance for maintenance by the government. The owner accepting a government grant must comply with certain conditions, such as giving up the right to demolish the buildings within an agreed period and allowing reasonable public access to the buildings. Apart from the government, many private organizations, non-profit making, and commercial organizations also take active part in heritage conservation. They revitalize built heritage and new uses and join hands to protect our cultural legacy. Over the years, Hong Kong's performance in conservation has earned international recognition. Between 2000 and 2009, a total of 12 private and government historic building restoration and revitalization projects won the UNESCO Asia Pacific Heritage Awards the culture of heritage conservation, while offering technical preservation as well as social and economic sustainability, and making outstanding contributions to heritage conservation policies. These projects also exemplify the Hong Kong spirit. They contribute greatly to the succession of Hong Kong's culture and heritage. In 2009, the government launched Conserving Central project. Central has always been the city's political and economic center. While new skyscrapers are emerging all the time, the area still boasts many historic buildings. They are unique landmarks of Central. Conserving Central aims to continue the distinctive character of Central by preserving and revitalizing old buildings in the district and enhancing the waterfront. Looking ahead, heritage conservation will continue, and we need the support of everyone in the community. Let's take action now and do our part to make Hong Kong's aspiration of preserving heritage a reality, so that our cultural treasures can be proudly inherited by our future generations.